chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. These narcissists, they don't want to feel that way, alright, admiring you. But they come into contact with you, they meet you, and they see you have admirable qualities about you. They get to realize you're a realist, they get to realize you're authentic, and these are commendable it's a commendable persona or traits or whatever to have in you as a human. And there's nothing, they can't help themselves but admire you for what you are. And it's a huge contrast from who they really are, and just you and your everyday dealings with them and them getting more and more to know you, you make them feel less and less. And you're not consciously doing this, you're not doing it on purpose. To the relationship standard that it was at the time, like during the relationship when you wasn't aware, you didn't want them to be hurt, you didn't want them to feel less than you, but they didn't bring it to your attention and they didn't deal with it in a healthy manner. They decided to start devaluing you to make them feel worthy. Okay, bring you down to their level. And this is what they done over time. They would devalue you, they put you down. They feel so low about themselves that this is their pick-me-up. Like, putting you down makes them feel better about themselves. As simple as it is, right? But it's almost like a split thinking, because they're still conscious that you have commendable traits. They're still playing a game of hiding who they really are, from not only you but from the world. They don't want to be discovered for what they truly are, and they know that you're just a real authentic soul, and they start to grow so bitter towards you, to the very person who you are, that brought them attention, care, empathy, support, love. They grow bitter towards you, because the more and more that you're just real with it, it just puts a huge contrast onto who they really are and who they know they are. So they don't want to feel this way. They don't want to admire you. Okay, so if they put you down, they start trying to teach themselves this is the way they view you, this is the way they view you. Or if they can have you under the impression that this is you, that the devaluation is true, because many times it does affect the chosen one, empath and genuine soul, the devaluation, and they have you believe in this devaluation, then that's the best they're gonna get, isn't it? They think strategically. That's the best they're gonna get. They know full well they're not on your level. They know full well they admire you. But if they can gaslight you into believing that you're not worthy, and devaluation does come in a form of kind of gaslighting in a way, because they actually devalue you and gaslight you into believing that you're not worthy, or you're not good enough, or you're not this, or you're not that. And this is why, like I always say, sometimes these abrupt endings of the relationships, discards, ghostings, abandonments, things like that, can occur because they couldn't contain this hate and this dislike. Okay, they didn't like the fact that they admire you. They didn't like the fact that you have these. They liked the fact that you had these commendable traits, but it was just like a weight, like a harsh looking, like a reflection at them. It reflected on them of what they're not, and that's what they couldn't like. That's what they couldn't contain. So it's very difficult for a narcissist to stay around a chosen one, empath and genuine soul forever. Okay, at some point, obviously, some relationships are quicker than others, but it's generally difficult. Obviously, it varies in time, but it's very difficult for them to stay with you as a lifelong partner because of this fact that you present to them something they're not. They admire it, but they don't like it. They get narcissistic injuries. They feel unworthy. They have these issues anyway of low self-esteem, feeling unworthy, and that can affect chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls. But you need to understand that this unworthiness within you is not based upon anything. They have valid reasons, from the complete chaos they've ensued in people's lives and destruction they've caused and bad things, to realize they're not on your level. But these things that you're believing about yourself, these bad things, or thinking you're not good enough, or things like that, this is untrue. This is illusionary. This is the gaslighting that they've done to you to make you see this way. And I know me even saying this to you now might not break the spell that they can put you under to make you think these bad things about you, but it's they're clever the way they do it. They pick out things, they pick out things to go by, like things that they think you may say. um how can I put it? They'll try and do things where, say they thought that you would feel a certain way about something, or you had a complex about something, or they'll try and pinpoint things to devalue you. Okay, whatever it is, it's not even just about appearance. It's about who you are as a person. It's about where you are in life. Different varies myriad of ways they'll try and devalue you and bring you down. And really, they just know that they're not on your level. They'll never be on your level. And they just want to drag you down. And it gets out of control to the point of these crazy, crazy, chaotic endings, where they can't contain it no more. This anger, this rage. And then when they turn nasty, they turn nasty. They don't need to mask up anymore. They don't need to mask up anymore. They turn nasty, they turn bitter. But really, it was like, they don't really want to feel that way either. Just like I said, they don't want to feel that way when they admire you. They don't really want to feel this way when they get angry and they ruin the relationship, or break the bond, or sever the tie. Or they don't want to feel that way either. And they feel like chumps, after they do them things. Like when they act chaotic and drama and all that, and they abandon you or ghost you, or discard you, or whatever, however relationship ends, they'll feel like an idiot. Okay, because of the fade and effect bias. I always talk about, I've touched upon this in some older videos, but when someone's giving you reasons to why they're ending a relationship or discarding you, it's proven in psychology or science or whatever, that there's something called the fade and effect bias, and you should all do your research on it. But after a period of time, those things that you were you were annoyed about or frustrated about, they start to fade and subside, if that's the right word. And you start to so when them feelings start to fade and subside, there's nothing left. There's no valid reasons why and this happens within a couple of weeks, it will start kicking in. And then obviously after a period of time, it's going to be fully enforced, right? But they have no reasons to why the reason they discarded you, abandoned you, or ghosted you, or created drama or whatever. They have no valid reason. And then they start to view it as, because they're moving on with their life, or they're attempting to, they're meeting new suppliers are not worthy. They have the whole realization, and this is what they find themselves in that situation. So this is why the narcissist devalues the one they secretly admire. So and they'll still have those thoughts. They'll still know. And then when they see you get through all the pain they put you through, and you rise above it, and you become stronger, and you start glowing, and you go up in your glow up period, then they start to admire you even more. It's admiration with envy and like frustration and stuff, but they still have a conscious awareness of admiring you. Okay, so anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. Our podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need in the description box below. If you would like access to over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom video requests, join my membership program at zionmembership.com. Links also in the description box below. There's a 3-day free trial and you can cancel at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organisation or university. Your support truly keeps us going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.